Hey viewers, you're watching the Savera and I'm Vidhi Joshi. President Donald Trump on Friday signed an executive order rolling back tariffs on a wide range of imported commodities, including beef, coffee, tropical fruits, tea, cocoa, spices and fertilizers, signaling a significant departure from his signature tariff-heavy economic strategy. The move comes amid growing voter frustration over high grocery prices and recent electoral setbacks for Republicans. The administration's sudden policy reversal follows this months of year elections in which voters cited inflation and affordability as their top concerns. Democrats won key victories in Virginia, New Jersey and other states, a result widely seen as a rebuke of Donald Trump's economic approach. Donald Trump, who has long maintained that tariffs do not increase consumer prices, acknowledged for the first time that such levies may in some cases contribute to higher costs. He made the remarks about Air Force One shortly after announcing the rollback. Record high beef prices have been a particular point of concern for American shoppers. Donald Trump's tariffs on Brazil, a major beef exporter, contributed to price spikes in U.S. markets. The new executive order eliminates those tariffs along with duties on commodities that the U.S. either does not produce or produces only in limited quantities. Products affected include bananas, oranges, tomatoes, fruit juice, and a variety of spices, goods, whose import taxes had little effect on domestic production but raised cost for consumers. Industry groups welcomed the relief. The Food Industry Association praised the swift tariff relief, noting that import taxes are a significant factor in the wider supply chain cost structure. Democrats, by contrast, framed the move as an acknowledgement that Donald Trump's tariffs had inflated prices. President Trump is finally admitting that what we always knew, his tariffs are raising prices for the American people, said Representative Don Beyer of Virginia. The rollback also follows new framework agreements with Ecuador, Guatemala, El Salvador and Argentina, which the administration says make some earlier tariffs unnecessary. Donald Trump reiterated his plan to use federal revenue from import levies to fund $2,000 checks for many Americans, though he provided no clear timeline and suggested that the funds might also go towards reducing the national debt, raising questions about feasibility. Despite this policy shift, inflation remains elevated, continuing to place economic pressure on the administration. As the 2026 political season approaches, Donald Trump has built his second term around imposing steep tariffs on imported goods to encourage domestic production and boost the U.S. economy. His abrupt retreat from such a central element of his economic strategy, particularly on staples important to the American diet, is therefore highly significant. Speaking about Air Force One, Donald Trump described the change as a little bit of a rollback on some foods like coffee. Pressed on whether tariffs contributed to higher consumer prices, he admitted, "I say they may in some cases have that effect, but to a large extent they have been borne by other nations." The executive order also eliminates tariffs on tea, fruit juice, cocoa, spices, bananas, oranges, tomatoes and certain fertilizers. While some of all these products are not produced domestically, reducing tariffs is expected to ease costs for consumers. The Food Industry Association called the move a critical step in ensuring adequate supply at prices Americans can afford. The White House said that some levies were no longer necessary due to the trade agreements that expand U.S. firms' ability to sell industrial and agricultural products abroad while easing import tariffs. Earlier this week, Donald Trump hinted at lowering tariffs on coffee, saying, "Coffee, we are going to lower some tariffs, we are going to have some coffee come in." Despite the rollback, he reiterated that federal tariff revenue could fund $2,000 checks for Americans, while also possibly contributing to national debt reduction, asserting that the money is real money earned from other nations and benefits everyone except the wealthy. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.